going to be sharing with you Aboriginal Australian songlines. But first, I'd like to invite you to join me in a journey of visualization. So if you would please close your eyes, sit back, and silence your mind. We're going on a journey into the dream time. Now imagine with me for a second a book. And in this book contains the story of your past. What does it look like? Once you have your image, I'd like you to open that book and stuff it with 45,000 years of history, stories, and tradition. What might that book look like now? How much does it weigh? How tall might it be? How many stories might be in it? Once you have your picture, I'd like you to imagine what it would be like to have all that information packed densely into your head. This, my friends, is the mind of the Aboriginal man. And the way these guys read their history book is by singing this shit. Let's transition. Now I'd like you all to create a song line with me. It's okay, we're going to do this together. Keep your eyes closed, please. Let's imagine a long chain of musical notes linked together. I want you to stretch this chain of notes from Laramie to Cheyenne. Imagine that each note represents specific places and turnoffs along the way. One note might represent the turnoff to Kurt Gowdy or the rock formations at Vitavoo. I want you to follow your notes and imagine what those notes might sound like. Delete the external noise and ask yourself, what do I hear? Listen to the wind and how it brushes over the grass or tickles a rock. Once your mind is quiet, imagine the song you would sing. How would this song describe the land in relation to how it looks? Once you've done this, you may open your eyes and breathe. We have just visualized the physical and mental structure of an Aboriginal songline. How it looks, sounds, and feels inside an Aboriginal's mind. By definition, a songline is a song that describes a path across the land, marking routes created long ago by totemic ancestors of the dream time. Songlines connect Aboriginals to their ancestry within the dream time and act as navigational maps across the continent of Australia. Aboriginal Australian culture is a direct reflection of the land on which they live and the creation story of the dream time. The dream time dates back to 45,000 years, when the totemic ancestors first brought the Aboriginal world into existence. The creation of the land, they created the land, animals, and the Aboriginal man, Finkel. This, along with time, has shaped the reality and mythology of the Aboriginal man into something almost unperceivable to people today. In June of 2012, I engaged in an independent study of Aboriginal culture on a series of islands off the coast of Western Australia. Here I was first exposed to the idea of Aboriginal oral tradition by a man named Koji, who told a creation story of the islands. There were two 300-foot giants, both composed of boulders, standing a mile apart in the middle of the sea. They got into an altercation, and the only thing that they could do is throw boulders back at each other. They fought for so long and became so exhausted that they both died and crumbled into the sea, creating the islands that now exist today. Koji. After this experience, I became deeply interested in Aboriginal culture and songlines. Often, I'd find myself wandering the Australian outback with a book titled The Songlines by Bruce Chatwin. Through reading Chatwin's work and wandering the desert, I gained a deep understanding of what a songline is, how it works, and how it can be used. To understand a songline is to understand the dream time. The dream time is an Aboriginal account of time and history of the Aboriginal existence. It's their creation story, and songlines are their hymns. Songlines construct a portal connecting the Aboriginals from the metaphysical dreamtime world to the present to the metaphysical dreamtime world. Cole, 2008. Each Aboriginal carries a totem which originated within the dreamtime and are linked to the songlines that connect a man to his individual dreaming, based on his totem. It's his responsibility to take care of the land associated with his totem by singing the songs of his land throughout the course of his life. A songline acts as both a map and a compass. Instead of Google Maps, Aboriginals read the land as a musical score. So essentially, if you know the song, you can find your way. By singing a section of a song, a man can know exactly where he is just by how the song sounds in relation to the topography of the land. Aboriginals don't sing things like river or big red rock. It's more of like a rhythmic chant that can be interpreted by anybody who shares the same Aboriginal dreaming. So, an Aboriginal man's responsibility in life is to sing his song, to keep his land, dreaming, and ancestral totems alive. Without this, his life is lost, and metaphorically, but very real, he will die, him and himself, and the songline map that helps him navigate Aboriginal Australia. Thank you.